Good afternoon. Welcome to day 390 at the EMA office. Joined here with Chairman Mark Kern and Brian Whitaker, the Assistant Director. Brian, you have our numbers today.
Yes, sir. For St. Clair County, they've tested 318,960. That's an increase of 777 since yesterday. Positive test results received are 29,614. That's an increase of 57 since yesterday. Those are males and females under the age of 10 up to their 70s. And that brings our daily county positivity to 7.3%. Negative test results are 289,346. Sadly, we are announcing one additional COVID-19 related death today. That was a female in her 60s, and she did have underlying health conditions. Our sympathies go out to her family. That brings our county death total up to 473. For those that have completed the IDPH required 10-day isolation period, we're at 28,814. For state totals, they've tested 20,818,451. Positive test results are 1,265,457, which is an increase of 3,790 since yesterday. The state did announce 28 new COVID-19 related deaths, bringing the statewide death total to 21,423. For hospitalization numbers, those hospitalized in St. Clair counties, there are 21 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness and one patient on a ventilator. Regionally, there are 58 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness and 2 patients on ventilators. For our congregate living facilities, we'll only announce the changes, and these are cumulative numbers. New Athens Home for the Aged has 84 cases and 10 deaths. That is an increase in 1 case. As we saw today, 57 new positive cases is much higher than we've been experiencing lately, which renews that importance of getting tested, making sure you identify if you are feeling ill or if you believe you've been exposed, get out, get tested. The St. Clair Square test site is open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then we have various testing sites at local pharmacies and medical express facilities. So when in doubt, go ahead and get that test. We're seeing a little bit of a spike here, and we don't want that trend to continue. So I'll turn it over to Chairman Kern.
Thanks, Brian. We cannot let our guard down. Now, we hate to move backward. We haven't had a day like this since March 13th. So that was before St. Patrick's Day. That's a while back. Let's not move backward. Let's continue to get tested, wear the masks. We'll get through this together, but we got to keep these numbers low.
And when we've seen sustained increases like this, a week or two following is when we see those hospitalizations start jumping. So we got to make sure that we keep that number down and isolate those who are ill.
Everything is tied together. But wearing a mask and getting that vaccine is the firewall we need to be able to get these numbers low enough that we can get back to normal. So let's look at the zip codes for today, because there are some increases there because of the increases in the COVID positivity rate. 62201 up 1 to 589. 62203 up 4 to 636. 62204 is up 3 to 406. 62206 up 3 to 1324. 62207 up 4 to 597. 62208 up 6 to 1,672. 62220 up 2 to 2,119. 62221 up 8 to 2,828. 62223 up 3 to 1,787. 62226 up 6 to 3,253. 62243 up 1 to 790. 62257 up 1 to 348. 62260 up 2 to 821. 62264 up 1 to 372. 62269 up 6 to 3,328. 62282 up 1 to 67. up 1, 267, and 62285 up 2 to 591. As Brian said, 57 new positives, 777 people tested, brings that county positivity way up 2 points today to 7.3%. That brings the rolling average then up to 4.6%. And we also saw the regional positivity go up today to 3.2%. And the regional positivity is derived by Bond County coming in at 0.5%, Clinton 1.2%, Madison 4.7%, Monroe 12.5%, Randolph 2.9%, St. Clair was 6.2% today, and Washington County was 0%. So good job in Washington. Herb, we don't want to see those numbers, as Brian talked about. When those positivity rates go up, that's a leading indicator that often doesn't bode well for our hospitalization numbers. So we'll just need to keep an eye on things and encourage people, just let's hang on a little, stay strong, hang on, you can go out and do things, but make sure you wear your mask and wash your hands. Try to watch that social distance.
Well, and the alarming thing that we're really watching is, again today, 38 these are under the age of 40. And then when you look at the last several deaths that we've reported over the last couple of weeks, been in the 60 range. Any age is too young, but when this first started 390 days ago, several people were thinking, well, it's just in the congregate living centers. Well, our congregate living centers are pretty well doing great now. So it's the individuals that are out there that's just got to start being responsible, and like you said, they got to take accountability. We can continue to tell them, and we're going to continue to do that. But when we've got 38 people under the age of 40, they got to step up to the plate, and because you're right, we don't want to go backwards, or we're going to be here for another 390 days. And I know you don't, I don't, Team St. Clair don't want to be here. So
and there's no excuses. So tomorrow and Friday, even if you don't have an appointment, you can show up at the fairgrounds. As we heard Sam say, takes about a half hour to get through, even without an appointment. Filling out the paperwork, helping you fill it out, and getting your place in line. The whole thing is pretty seamless. 30 minutes, so there are no excuses. Anyone who's 16 and above can take Pfizer. Is that right?
That's right.
And you'll get your first dose tomorrow, and 3 weeks later, then you're eligible for your second dose.
And they do have a Johnson & Johnson day coming up, don't they, Brian?
We do Saturday. Recommendation is to go on the website and make appointments for those. We're expecting a little higher turnout, so they have not announced a drive-up option for Saturday yet. It's appointment only.
Yes.
Because of the amount of vaccine that Johnson & Johnson we have, and we don't have enough to be able to guarantee, and we want to make sure that if you come, we know we have enough Pfizer that if you come without an appointment, we'll be able to get you a shot. And that's from 9 to 5, that the no appointment line is open.
And yesterday we had an extra 434 people that took advantage of that. That just was out on that beautiful day and stopped in. And as you said, it went smooth. The news media was there and videoed a lot of the cars coming in and out, and they was even amazed of how smooth it was working. So as the chairman said, just there's no excuse. We've tried to make it as easy and accessible as possible, because our mission is to get as many people vaccinated that wants to. And why you wouldn't, everybody has their own reasons why, but I can tell you, another death today, 473 totally in St. Clair County, is way too many. And so please consider getting your shot and get down to the Belle Claire Fairgrounds and get that done. Today they were closed. Today's our house cleaning day down there. Brian was there bright and early this morning with the highway department, working on some of the potholes and doing some housekeeping. So, but they will be there tomorrow morning, Mila and the medical staff, the National Guard. So no reason you don't take advantage of this. We'll be back with Cindy in a few moments to translate this into our Spanish communities, and we'll be back tomorrow for day 391. Everybody have a good evening.
We in the medical profession continue the daily battle against COVID-19. One thing I know for sure is that masks do work. Until a vaccine is available, we must ask for your assistance in slowing the spread of this deadly virus. 3 simple things help tremendously. Wear a mask, wash your hand, and watch your distance. By practicing those 3 basic principles, you can help us in the medical community respond and defeat COVID-19.